When something is important enough, you do it even if the odds are not in your favor. Life is too short for long-term grudges. Some people don't like change, but you need to embrace change if the alternative is disaster. Patience is a virtue, and I'm learning patience. It's a tough lesson. I'd rather be optimistic and wrong than pessimistic and right. If something's important enough, you should try. Even if the probable outcome is failure. If you're trying to create a company, it's like baking a cake. You have to have all the ingredients in the right proportion. If you get up in the morning and think the future is going to be better, it is a bright day. Otherwise, it's not. I would like to die on Mars. Just not on impact. People work better when they know what the goal is and why. It is important that people look forward to coming to work in the morning and enjoy working. I think there should be regulations on social media to the degree that it negatively affects the public good. It's okay to have your eggs in one basket as long as you control what happens to that basket. I think it matters whether someone has a good heart. I think there should be regulations on social media to the degree that it negatively affects the public good. Like, share and subscribe my channel.
There are only two ways to live your life. One is as though nothing is a miracle. The other is as though everything is a miracle. If you want your children to be intelligent, read them fairy tales. If you want them to be more intelligent, read them more fairy tales. Try not to become a man of success. Rather become a man of value. The most beautiful experience we can have is the mysterious. It is the fundamental emotion that stands at the cradle of true art and true science. Gravitation is not responsible for people falling in love. Whoever is careless with the truth in small matters cannot be trusted with important matters. Great spirits have always encountered violent opposition from mediocre minds. The world is a dangerous place to live, not because of the people who are evil, but because of the people who don't do anything about it. We all know that light travels faster than sound. That's why certain people appear bright until you hear them speak. If we knew what it was we were doing, it would not be called research, would it? The pursuit of truth and beauty is a sphere of activity in which we are permitted to remain children all our lives. Once you can accept the universe as matter expanding into nothing that is something, wearing stripes with plaid comes easy. I am enough of an artist to draw freely upon my imagination. Imagination is more important than knowledge. Knowledge is limited. Imagination encircles the world. If I were not a physicist, I would probably be a musician. I often think in music. I live my daydreams in music. I see my life in terms of music. If A is a success in life, then A equals X plus Y plus Z. Work is X, Y is play, and Z is keeping your mouth shut. The world as we have created it is a process of our thinking. It cannot be changed without changing our thinking. When you trip over love, it is easy to get up. But when you fall in love, it is impossible to stand again. Two things are infinite, the universe and human stupidity, and I'm not sure about the universe. When you are courting a nice girl, an hour seems like a second. When you sit on a red-hot cinder, a second seems like an hour. That's relativity. I speak to everyone in the same way, whether he is the garbage man or the president of the university.
Reach your ambition as high as the skies. Dream it as high as the skies. Because if you're fell, you're gonna fall among of the stars. This country, the Republic of Indonesia, does not belong to any group, nor to any religion, nor to any ethnic group, nor to any group with customs and traditions, but the property of all of us from Sabang to Merauke. 1,000 of old men are just able to dream. but a young man is able to change the world. Don't ever forget the history. It will make and change who we are. Independence can only be obtained and secured by a nation that has its spirit raging with determination, independence or death. Learning without thinking is useless, but thinking without learning is very dangerous. Nationalism cannot flower if it does not grow in the garden of internationalism. Do good to another man, even when they do not do you good, another will certainly do you good. If there is still shame and fear in one's heart to do good, there will certainly be no progress at all. Conquer the thousands of man may not be called a winner, but be able to conquer yourself is called a brilliant conqueror. It was the concept of nationalism that Indonesia was established on. Not the Javanese, not the Sumatran, not the Bornean, Sulawesi, Bali or others, but the Indonesian, that together became the foundation of one nationalstaat, nation-state. Rose never propagandizes its fragrance, but its own fragrance spreads through its surrounding. I hate imperialism. I detest colonialism. And I fear the consequences of their last bitter struggle for life. We are determined that our nation, and the world as a whole, shall not be the plaything of one small corner of the world. Where slavery is, there liberty cannot be, and where liberty is, there slavery cannot be. There is not one state truly alive if it is not as if a cauldron burns and boils in its representative body, and if there is no clash of convictions in it. We liberate our nation's heart inside of Indonesian independence. Ibn Saud liberated Arabians' heart inside of Saudi Arabian independence one by one. Stalin liberated Soviet Russians' heart inside of Soviet one by one. They, old established forces, carry out l'exploitation de l'homme par homme, the exploitation of man by man. Do not let them live, so that there's no colonialism anymore in the world. If, for example, one day Ki Bagos Adiko Somo becomes the Indonesian head of state, and dies, won't his child be his replacement? Then because of that I do not adhere to the principle of monarchism.